25th of September 2022. Hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Start off by saying if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you a little bit today about Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan. You know, China's over there posturing pretty hard on Taiwan right now. Is it they're going to do something tomorrow or something this week? We don't know, but eventually, you know, something is either going to happen that's going to spark a war off over there, or China's just going to go ahead and invade Taiwan. You keep hearing more and more and more about Russia's going to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine. You know, they've some channels on here now are even speculating that, you know, that it's not going to be nothing no worse than a bad storm come through or something like that, which makes no sense, you know. But guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Russia was to use a tactical nuclear weapon over in Ukraine, I personally don't think the United States would respond at all. You know, United Nations, I don't feel they would respond at all, and Russia knows this. Russia knows that they can get away with using it because countries are afraid to retaliate against them if they did something like that. Because believe it or not, it's a domino effect. If we responded, you know, and launched one over there towards them, guys, that's an all-out war. You know, that's an all-out nuclear war. It don't matter if you're using tactical nukes or not. It would blow up into this huge nuclear war that we've all, people my age, is, you know, grew up learning about. That's what's going to eventually happen. You know, the nuclear war is going to happen. But as far as China and Taiwan over, that stuff's heating up over there. I mean, I just keep waiting every day for some, you know, technical false flag event to happen over there to draw us into the war. You know, I've told you before, you got to think back. We're like at the start of World War II. You know, that's where we're at right now in time. You know, World War II didn't start overnight. It took years for us to finally get involved in it, and that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing all these little countries over there. They're starting to pair up with who they want to, you know, what sides they want to be with, or, you know, they want to be with the United Nations, or they want to be with Russia. You know, you're starting to see these little groups get together just like we did back in World War II, and that's what's happening. To get back on point of the nuclear weapons, you know, you'll hear some people say, well, they can use a tactical nuke and it won't be that big of a deal. You know, it'll be a big deal where it happens, but as far as nuclear fallout and everything else all over the area, that's not that huge of a deal, you know. Trust me, I do not believe, 100% do not believe, if Russia used a nuclear weapon, that the United States would retaliate against them with a nuclear weapon, unless something of ours was hit, some of our troops were hit, some of our infrastructure or something like that was hit with it. Then we would retaliate. But as far as Russia just using one over there in Ukraine, I don't think we would retaliate against it, and I think Russia knows that, and that's why they keep threatening the use of nuclear weapons. You know, they're playing a game. It's all smoke and mirrors. I've told you this the whole time. It's all smoke and mirrors. Even the stuff over there with China and Taiwan, smoke and mirrors. But eventually something happens that draws the big war. That's what's going to happen. You know, we didn't see China shoot down Pelosi's plane. We didn't see them really do nothing. You know, they sitting there threatening what they was going to do, and then they went out and started having war games. That's what they did, you know. But eventually all this is going to happen. And when it does, you need to be prepared. I've told you, my nuclear preparedness is I hope I'm nowhere near it or nowhere near the fallout from it. You know, do we have stuff to help protect us against it? Yes, we do. But is that one of the major things I prep for? No. I don't want to be nowhere near it. Or if it does happen, I want to be, just go ahead and hit where I'm at and get it over with. You know, that's the way I've always looked at it. You can prepare all you want for it. And if you're right there where it hits, your preps are no good. You know, you're going to have some people tell you, you know, you need potassium iodine. You do need to get some of that if you can find it. But is it something you should be rushing out here to get? No. I mean, if you've got the extra money, get you some. It's one of them deals. You know, guys, when it comes to nuclear war, you can research it, read up on it yourself. You know, if that's something you want to prep for, if that's your thing that gets you going, to get you prepping, do it. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure you got food, water, and shelter, and protection. You need a way to cook your food, you need a way to purify your water, and you need your protection. That's what you need. That's where you need to start and grow from there. But if the nuclear thing is what's got you all fired up and ready to go to start prepping, guys. If that's what it takes to get you to do it. Get out there and get prepping. Eventually something's going to happen over there, either a false flag event or somebody's going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and something actually is going to happen. That's the way all this stuff starts, the way it always starts. Think back to your Gulf of Tonkin. If you don't know what Gulf of Tonkin incident is, read up on it. It started the Vietnam War with us in it. That's what got us into the Vietnam War. We're seeing it every day. This is just history repeating itself, and you have all these people nowadays that want to, just destroy history. It's not important. Well, what we're seeing is history repeat itself over and over and over. You got to learn from the history. You don't destroy it. You learn from it, so hey, I'm starting to see this happen and that happen. I need to start paying attention to it. But guys, can I sit here and tell you that Russia's going to use a nuclear weapon tomorrow like some of the channels are? Nope. Can I tell you that they're more than likely going to use one eventually? More than likely they will, probably. I can't tell you when, can't tell you where. China, eventually something's going to happen over there to get us in, but I can't sit here and tell you an exact day or time that that's going to happen, and that's just the way it is. Some of the channels on here will tell you every day, you'll see a video, nuclear war is fixing to happen this week, this week, this week. Guys, all this stuff's planned out. It's just a waiting game. So I hope everybody likes this video. If you like it, hit a thumbs up. If you're still watching, hit the subscribe button. Dislike the video if you don't. All the interaction I have with you makes me go higher up in the analytics. Stay safe out there. You're not safe anywhere in the world anymore. Keep your head on a swivel and always be aware of your surroundings and protect yourself at all times. And if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button.